Thank you for watching this video. My name is Jocelyn. I'm 46 years old and I have type 2 diabetes. I am obese. Well, actually, as of this morning, I am now just overweight. And I was recently prescribed Mounjaro by my endocrinologist. I'm going to share with you all my journey with starting to get better health using Mounjaro. My goal in these videos is to provide insight, information, and inspiration for those who are also using Mounjaro or for those who are struggling to be healthier. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what it's been like for the past 4 days while on this medication. Have I lost any weight? Yes, you know I have by the thumbnail. And what, if any, side effects I've had and what I'm going to be doing about those. I am on the 5 milligram dose of Mounjaro. And so let's first talk about numbers. 4 days ago, my fasting blood sugar was 151. It is down to 123. So that's 28 points. Great. So we still got all of them, I still have some things to go. So I'm not even going to say, well, I have this. I have things to go. But a significant improvement than what I was having before. I've had fastings as high as like 200. So definitely, really out of control. My weight was 196.6 and I am down to 190.6. So that is a 6-pound weight loss. So I'm losing right now on average 1.5 pounds a day. That is insane. The first couple of days I got on, it was like a little bit, I was like, okay, cool. And then yesterday was like a big jump. So the third day I was like, oh my gosh, wow, this is crazy. And then last night, I felt like I kind of had a little bit too much food or kind of bad stuff. And when I got on this morning, I was like, it's not going to happen. I'm probably gained some weight or something. So I'm completely surprised that it actually did that. So let's talk about how I feel. In general, I feel pretty good. I've had some side effects that are commonly talked about. And so I'm going to talk to you about what I'm doing to combat those sort of things. So number one is feeling full. Okay, not really a side effect, but it's showing what the product is supposed to do. And when I say it was immediate, it was absolutely immediate. By the time the first day, I actually went to the Beer, Bourbon, and Barbecue Fest. And then on top of that, I had a hot dog. But I was still hungry. Like, I normally would have eaten all of this. And when you think, I swear, when you think, oh, I don't eat that much. And then you look at what you used to eat and you go, actually, I was eating a lot. I don't need to eat all this food. And what I actually ate was what I should have been eating, not as much as I should have. So I had the hot dog, and the reason why I was craving it was because I've been wanting a hot dog with coleslaw. So I had the coleslaw and the hot dog, ate that, and then I ate all the baked beans because I didn't want all the beans and stuff to be spilling out because I didn't have a bag or anything. I was walking around having bourbon and stuff. But I took half of the ribs home. So that was very good. So half of what I normally would eat. And I actually just finished the ribs last night. Sunday, I went and had sushi. Now, I love sushi, and this is what it normally would be. Sake, a large hot sake. I usually have one kind of like a spicy tuna roll, 2 of the fancy rolls, with a bunch of junk on them, and a seaweed salad. I skipped the sake, just had water. I got 2 nigiris, which is just the fish, the rice with the fish on top, and then 1 fancy roll. And I took half the fancy roll home, and the other ones I had the next day for lunch. So completely different. You're eating, and it's like, no, I don't want any more. I'm full. I'm not feeling well. Not feeling well. It's like I'm just full. I just don't want any more. So it's doing its job of making me feel full, and obviously doing its job of giving me better blood glucose numbers. The second side effect I've had: gas, bloating, and sulfur burps. I do feel bloated. I do have a lot of gas, flatulence, farts, and it's all day. I've also started to get the burps after the sushi. And I was like, oh my gosh. I woke up in the morning and I burped, and it was just it was like, ugh, like that. And it says like, sulfur tasting like rotten eggs. And it was like all day long. And I looked it up, and it said sulfur-rich foods like eggs, meat, fish, and certain vegetables will make you have these sort of things. So I'm trying to avoid those things. But I still feel bloated. I still fart a lot. I still have some belches, but just not as much. So they're starting to die down. So of course, not eating those particular foods, and I'm also taking a probiotic. The third one, diarrhea and constipation. So one of the reasons why my doctor didn't start Mounjaro earlier, when I kind of came back through and was starting to get back into being healthier, like, okay, I need to start taking my meds and stuff, is because I do suffer from constipation. I have IBS, and I haven't had a flare up for IBS for years, but I do have IBS. But the constipation is probably due to the low thyroid, and I've never been one to poop a lot. Maybe it's because I've had thyroid disease since I was 14, so over 30 years. So it's been a while. But to combat this, I do take a powder that I put like in my coffee, usually, which is like Miralax, or it's just whatever, the Equate brand, usually what I get, as a preventative medicine. So surprisingly, I have pooped 3 times. So this has been really good. I've had 3 bowel movements since I started, and it's not diarrhea or loose or watery stools. Therefore, I don't know if it's I'm combating the drug, or if it's because I'm taking my medication. I'm still not medication compliant, y'all. I have missed 2 days since I've been on it. So this is something that's a big problem. I'm still working on that. Hey, this is a work in progress that I'm doing. It is a work in progress. So that might be an issue, but again, it's not loose or watery. So it's actually been nice to actually have normal poop. The fourth one, headaches, nausea, body aches, have been intermittent, like waves, like, oh, my head's hurting a little bit. Okay, now it's done. I'm a little nauseated. Now I'm done. Got a little body aches. Now it's done. Like, I don't know if it's because I was out a lot Saturday and Sunday. I'm starting to feel a little bit because I've been sitting down a lot. So I'm feeling like in the back of my legs, which I probably has to do with me sitting in a chair all day. Need to get out and do some more exercising and doing some stretching. Is it because headaches, nausea? I do suffer from migraines. So it could be drop in barometric pressure. It could be other things. The nausea sometimes, depending on what my blood sugar feels like, I will have some nausea with it. So I don't know if this is due to the drug or just kind of things that I already experienced anyways. But that's number 4. Number 5, fatigue. So yesterday, it started to get really bad where I'm not just like fatigue. I'm tired. Like, I'm like having to take naps, and a nap during the day. I feel a little lethargic. It could be I'm not getting good night's sleep. I have cats who think I'm their personal mattress. So I haven't gotten as much rest. Plus, I've been working a lot more. I just feel really tired. It could also be not enough food. We don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, whether it's one of these things that new drug, give me a few days, it's going to pass over. I don't know. So we'll see how the fatigue going. Probably getting a better night's sleep is probably my best thing to do right now. So number 6 is food cravings. So last night was weird because for the first time I was like hungry. I ate a little more than what I expected. I started off with just one rib because I had it left over. I went and did something, came back, had the other rib, did something, came back and had the other rib. So I did have, I did feel a little bit, and afterwards, I was just hungry, and I ended up having 3 Tootsie Rolls, and I felt bad, it's just kind of not really. I mean, I had a nice healthy breakfast. I had these fruits and nuts all day, and then I just had those 3 ribs. So I shouldn't beat myself up. But I thought this morning that when I got on the scale, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going, I've ruined it yesterday. And I didn't. So that was good. Now, I imagine that this rapid weight loss is going to start to taper off. I'm not sure when. I don't expect to lose 1.5 pounds a day over the next whatever. I look forward to seeing how it goes. I hope that I don't get to the point where it affects my mental health, because so many people put so much stock in the weight loss, and I haven't lost any weight, and I've only lost 7 pounds. I only lost this pound. There's other things to look at beyond just weight loss. So I hope to be able to keep a positive attitude as I move forward. So let me know in the comments how you felt after you start taking Mounjaro. Any advice for some of the side effects that I've experienced? What are some of the side effects that you have experienced? And thank you for watching. And I'll be back soon to tell you more about my updates. Take care. Bye-bye.